Are you tired of looking at your favorite shirt that's lost its color? Or that sweater covered in those annoying little fabric balls? What if I told you that you don't need to throw them away or spend money replacing them? In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you 5 incredibly simple tricks that will make your old, worn-out clothes look absolutely brand new again. And I'm talking about things you probably already have at home right now. Stick around, because trick number 3 is going to blow your mind, and it only takes 5 minutes. Before we dive in, I want to let you know that we've put together an amazing resource for you. If you're looking to save money on clothes, and maybe even turn that into a little side income, check out the description below to download our free Side Hustles ebook. It's packed with creative ways to make extra cash, including some fantastic ideas around upcycling and reselling clothes. Trust me, once you learn these restoration tricks today, you'll see opportunities everywhere. All right, grab those old clothes from the back of your closet, and let's get started. Let's start with one of the most common problems that makes clothes look old and tired. Those annoying little fabric balls, also called pilling. You know what I'm talking about. Those fuzzy balls that show up on sweaters, hoodies, and even your favorite leggings. They make everything look worn out and cheap, even if the garment is actually in great condition otherwise. Here's the trick. Grab a cheap disposable razor. Yes, the kind you shave with, and gently glide it across the fabric surface. The razor will catch and cut off those little pills, leaving your fabric smooth and looking brand new. Now, here's the key. You want to pull the fabric taut with one hand and use light, gentle strokes with the razor in the other hand. Don't press down hard, or you might cut the fabric itself. This works amazingly well on sweaters, sweatshirts, fleece jackets, and even some cotton items. I recently did this to a 5-year-old cardigan, and it literally looked like I just bought it from the store. Just be careful with very delicate or loosely knit fabrics. Always test a small hidden area first, maybe under the arm or along the inside hem, just to make sure it works without damaging anything. The best part? This takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes per garment, and those cheap razors cost next to nothing. You'll be amazed at the difference this makes. Now let's talk about faded colors, especially black clothes. Black fades faster than almost any other color, and it's so frustrating because once your black jeans or black t-shirt starts looking gray and washed out, it just screams old and tired, right? Here's a genius trick. You can actually dye your faded black clothes back to a rich, dark color using coffee or black tea. Yes, I'm serious. Coffee and tea contain natural tannins that can deposit color back into fabric. Here's how you do it. Brew a large pot of very strong black coffee or black tea. I'm talking about using at least 2 to 3 times the amount of coffee grounds or tea bags you'd normally use. You want it really concentrated and dark. Let the coffee or tea cool down to room temperature, then pour it into a bucket or your washing machine. Add your faded black clothes and let them soak for at least 30 minutes, but you can go up to an hour for really faded items. Swirl them around every now and then to make sure the color distributes evenly. After soaking, rinse the clothes in cold water until the water runs clear. Then wash them on a gentle cycle with cold water and mild detergent. The results are honestly incredible. Your faded black jeans will look so much darker and richer. Now, fair warning, this isn't a permanent dye job. The color will gradually fade again over multiple washes, but you can always repeat the process. It's natural, it's cheap, and it absolutely works. Coffee works best for black items, but you can also use black tea. Just avoid this method on delicate fabrics like silk or anything with special finishes. Alright, here's the trick I promised would blow your mind. Let's tackle those gross yellow stains that show up on white clothes, especially around the armpits and collars. These stains happen because of sweat mixing with deodorant and body oils, and regular detergent just doesn't cut it. Those stains make white shirts look dingy and old, even if they're relatively new. Here's what you need: baking soda, hydrogen peroxide, and dish soap. Mix 1 part baking soda, 1 part hydrogen peroxide, and just a tiny squirt of dish soap in a small bowl until it forms a paste. Take an old toothbrush and scrub this paste directly onto the yellow stains. Really work it in there, scrubbing in circular motions for about a minute or 2 per stain. Let the paste sit on the stain for at least 30 minutes. For really stubborn stains, you can leave it for an hour or even longer. Then throw the garment in the washing machine and wash it like normal with your regular detergent. When it comes out, those yellow stains will be gone. Completely gone. It's like magic. I've rescued so many white t-shirts and button-up shirts with this method. The hydrogen peroxide acts as a gentle bleaching agent, the baking soda scrubs and deodorizes, and the dish soap cuts through the oils. Together, they're a powerhouse stain-fighting team. Just be aware that hydrogen peroxide can have a slight bleaching effect, so only use this on white or very light-colored clothes. And always, always test on a hidden spot first if you're nervous. Have you ever had a favorite t-shirt or tank top where the neckline has stretched out so much that it just looks sloppy? Maybe it keeps sliding off your shoulder, or it's just lost its shape completely. This is such a common problem, and it makes clothes look old and worn out. But here's the good news. You can actually shrink and tighten that stretched fabric back into shape using heat. Here's how. First, wet the stretched out neckline area with water. You can spray it with a spray bottle or just run it under the faucet. Make sure it's damp but not soaking wet. Then take a hairdryer and blast the damp area with hot air while gently pulling and shaping the fabric back to where you want it. Keep the dryer moving and continue shaping the fabric with your hands as it dries. The heat causes the fibers to contract and tighten up, essentially shrinking them back to their original shape. It's pretty amazing to watch it happen in real time. Once the area is completely dry and you're happy with the shape, you're done. The neckline will stay that way. This works best on cotton and cotton blend fabrics. It's a little less effective on synthetic materials, but it's still worth trying. You can also use this trick on stretched out cuffs and hems. Just be careful not to hold the hairdryer too close for too long, or you could potentially scorch the fabric. Keep it moving and use medium-high heat rather than the absolute hottest setting. For our final trick, let's talk about bringing back that crisp, bright, fresh look to all your clothes, not just whites. Over time, clothes can start to look dull and dingy, even if they're clean. This happens because of detergent buildup, hard water minerals, and general wear and tear. But you can revive that brightness and make your clothes look vibrant again with a simple soak. Fill a large bucket, bathtub, or even your washing machine with hot water. Add 1 cup of white vinegar and half a cup of baking soda. Yes, it'll fizz up a bit. That's totally normal. Then add your clothes and let them soak for at least 2 to 3 hours. For really dull clothes, you can even let them soak overnight. After soaking, drain the water and wash the clothes, normally with your regular detergent. The vinegar breaks down detergent residue and mineral buildup, while the baking soda brightens and deodorizes. Together, they strip away all that dullness and leave your clothes looking fresh and vibrant. I do this with my towels, my workout clothes, and even my kids' play clothes every few months, and the difference is night and day. This is safe for both whites and colors. But if you're working with very delicate fabrics or anything with special dyes, you might want to reduce the soaking time or test on one item first. The vinegar can sometimes affect certain dyes, though it's pretty rare. Also, the vinegar smell completely disappears once you wash the clothes, so don't worry about that. So there you have it, 5 incredibly simple tricks that will transform your old clothes and make them look brand new again. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you tried any of these tricks before? Which one are you most excited to try first? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you try any of these and get amazing results, I'd love to hear about it. Seriously, your success stories make my day. Also, if you have your own clothing restoration tricks that I didn't mention, share them in the comments. Let's help each other out and build a community of people who know how to make their clothes last. Let's do a quick recap. We covered removing fabric pills with a simple razor to make sweaters and hoodies look smooth again. We learned how to restore faded black clothes using coffee or tea for a rich, dark color. We discovered the magic paste of baking soda, hydrogen peroxide, and dish soap that completely eliminates yellow stains from white clothes. We figured out how to tighten stretched out necklines using just heat from a hairdryer. And finally, we learned how to revive overall brightness and freshness with a vinegar and baking soda soak. These 5 tricks are going to save you so much money and extend the life of your wardrobe by years. You don't need to keep buying new clothes when the ones you have can look brand new again with just a little effort and some household items you already own. And remember, if you just want more creative ways to save and make money, don't forget to check the description below and download our free Side Hustles ebook. It's packed with practical ideas you can start using right away. Thanks so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Subscribe for more money-saving tips and life hacks, and I'll see you in the next one. Now go rescue those clothes from the back of your closet and make them look amazing again. You've got this.